Hello everyone, Krydax here, and welcome back to pYanodon's Season 3. I forgot what I was playing for a moment. We now have iron automated, which feels pretty good. I still have a lot more to go, but at least we've got iron plates flowing into chests without any outside effort. At least until the ash backs up. But that's how a lot of things go in the early game in pYanodon's. At least until the ash backs up. So what we're gonna do is get more small parts flowing here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. We already had some extra. So we'll do that. And then keep the copper rolling for small parts. The only other thing we need copper for right now is the air core inductors, which are mostly copper. And yeah. And then what are we missing here? It looks like we're missing more small parts, and then we're also missing soil. Well, that's an easy thing to fix. In fact, I could save myself some effort. And we could just dump the soil directly in. These actually have an output doodad, which is new. That wasn't a thing before. And we'll bring water up here. And then that will allow us to have infinite soil. And soil ourselves. Hold on, Pi Space Age? Not quite Luna Dream. It's Factorio 2.0. It's not Space Age, though. There is spoilage, there is elevated rails, and there is belt stacking. And there's all the other Factorio 2.0 changes in mechanics and quality of life stuff, but it's not like Space Age, where you go to different planets. There will be a Pi mod called Stellar Expedition that will add things of that nature. But that's still quite a ways away, as far as I know. Alright, there we go. More small parts. Yay! And then research packs will go towards what? Mining with fluid. That allows us to get 10, because you need steam to mine 10, at least assuming it hasn't changed. You can make retorters. Pressurized air, water, and vacuum, which is just depressurized air if you think about it. And then this is what we want. Yeah, we want those jaw crushers, though they require 30 steel, so we're gonna have to get a lot of coke for all that. What's happening here? Oh, that's the new no mineable resources item. Alright, fair enough. Now, we probably... Not Melon! What's up? Oh yeah, we turned it on, don't you worry. We've already got flora spoiling as we speak into... whatever it is, overripe fruit. Okay, what do we want to do next? So, is it copper? Shall we do copper next? Probably. I think that's a good plan. And then we'll probably move all our crafting over here, closer to the metals. So that we've got that going on. Get out of here. Tree. We don't need trees. So yeah, we'll just copy this. And I will leave a very healthy amount of space. Like almost too healthy for copper smelting. Iron ore used to spoil to iron oxide. Please no. Stop. Oh, jeez. Look, I promised I'd try it, and we're trying it. We'll see if it sticks. See how bad it actually is. Alright, let's get some more stone brick here. And then So we need the mining, but that also means I need to bring... I need more small parts. I need a lot of belts. Let's craft 200. Ah! So I did, in between episodes just now, I did make the chutes 10 times more expensive just by modifying the mod files. It's not... You can go into the files and change the 4 to 40 on iron plates. That's all I did. So that way they're at least kind of reasonable. 4 iron was so cheap. Alright, so anyway, what we're doing here is bringing over the fuel. And then we're gonna need... You know, this is problematic. Yeah, no, didn't see nothing. No, nobody saw that. So let's get our mining of copper going. Oh wow, they have a long range. I actually kind of don't like that. Jeez. I wanted to have that on hand. Because I wanted to copy this. I'll probably do one with like... I don't know. I'll probably copy the front plus like 5. And then we can just copy paste for the other bits. Alright. Yes, Picker Dollies is now... It's called Even Picker Dollies is the name of it. The new one. What are we doing? Oh, they have to pick up all the items. Okay, so are we gonna get off with fewer lines vertically or horizontally? It feels kind of the same. 26 by 25. Yep, that's basically the same. Alright. That's the tape line mod. Hey, Rygard, where are you at? Someone clip that for Rygard's benefit. I don't know what just happened. I think I shift clicked or I dropped it or something. But we got a tape line crash. Okay. Good to know. Anyhow, that's the tape line mod. It doesn't normally crash. Rygard is very good about not having crashes in his mods, but once in a while bad things happen. So we'll report that to him and I'm sure he'll get it fixed. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I did. I'm scared. I deleted it. I don't even know. Probably can't make it happen again now. What did I do? Huh. Shift T opens tape line for me. Shift clicking it doesn't seem to make it crash again. So I have no idea what I did to break it. Anywho, we need to get the mining going of all the copper. Okay, that should get 1 half belt. And then this should get another half belt. So that'll be good. And then, do we want to switch? No, we can't. Right, I keep thinking the raw coal goes on the same belt as the ash, but it doesn't. So we have to bring the raw coal around. Bring it around town here. And then we need these types of doodads. Okay. And I guess I decided that 2 inserters was enough for this. Does this tell me how many we need? Oh, it does. Yeah, 2 inserters is plenty, because we're never going to have 10 running at the same time. Unless it's something that has a slower mining speed, which these don't. The only mod you're using that changes the gameplay is the space exploration beacon mechanic. I really like the new beacon mechanics. I think they work a lot better, but it is still, yeah, I mean, if you're someone that would rather build a bunch of buildings around one beacon than a bunch of beacons around one building, then that makes sense. All right, we got a few more automation science packs ready to go here. I missed, that's fine. And then what do I need? I need more small parts, I need more iron, I need more belts. Where's the iron? I'm already losing track of my base here. Iron's over here. Ugh. The drones are too long ranged. Stop going over there. I kind of wish, can I reduce that? I wonder if that's easy to reduce. It's kind of aggressive. To the point where I'm like, sometimes I don't want, you know, my bots to go build a blueprint yet, but it's gonna be hard to keep them from doing it. All right, more inserters, more belts, more underground belts. And then we need more belts because all the belts go to making underground belts. Got it. Got it. Makes sense. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and then I have a lot of copper ore that I might as well get rid of. So we shall smelt that down. What's up, Sandor? Welcome, welcome. Alright, there we go. Copper ore coming nicely. Alright, and then what did we do? Something like this. And then I'm gonna cut and paste this bad boy somewhere else. Maybe over there. And then let's see. So all the copper. I'll just have it on 2 separate belts to start. Like this. And then the ash. Oh my. All the ash. Ash will go out this way. And then maybe worm its way out there. I don't know exactly. All these patches are so close together, I don't want to use too many of the squares between them, so I'll probably just go around with the ash, which means even more belts needed. Oh yeah, Luna Dream, that's another mod that I have looked at, and I'm kind of scared. Hey! Oh my goodness! Holy cow, 35 gift subs? And Valorant with 10 gift subs? Thank you guys so much. Oh, Valorant as in the game. I thought that was a person. I was confused. Well, hey, I'll take it. I'll take advertising subs. Thank you very much, Valorant. I don't even know how that works. I didn't know that was a thing. But sweet. And Lodro, huge thank you. Oh no, I just cheated and did the thing I said I'm not supposed to do. I just mined trees with the drones. It's such a habit thing, you know, because nanobots can do it. The reason I'm not doing it is because I wouldn't have nanobots by this point, I don't think. I'm trying to remember exactly when you get nanobots, but I don't think I would have them yet. Maybe I would. When do you get nanobots? Maybe I would have nanobots by now. Yeah, we'll bring the ash over here. Excuse me. And then we need more belts. All right, well, you guys have all sorts of emotes you can use now with your fancy gift subs. All right, so the ash is going on a magical journey. The copper is gonna go underneath here. Let's get rid of these guys. Oh no. Kerogen, ash, and stone. Oh my. So many things. Hey, Rygard, you've been did someone ping you and tell you that your mod crashed my game? And it's all your fault? Why are there items on the ground? I'm starting to worry that these construction drones don't clean up perfectly after themselves. Yeah, we had a tape line crash. I don't know the timestamp. I might have to go back and look at the VOD. It was about 10 minutes ago or so. It caused a non-recoverable error that something weird happened. Oh, you know about it? You just haven't been able to reproduce it. Interesting. Yeah, I wasn't able to make it happen a second time, and I tried as well. Yeah, but it was something. I was using Shift T as my, you know, hotkey to bring it up, and then I was doing something, and something happened, and it went and died. So that was odd. Alright, put fuel in these bad boys, and then a lot of iron and copper. That should get us some more small parts, which feels very good. Sweet, okay, we're making progress. And then I need a lot more belts. You really wish you had unit tests. I don't know exactly what that means, but I assume it's some sort of dev term for something that somehow makes it so you don't have to manually hunt out bugs and crashes. Alright, yeah, so we're gonna do this. And then I guess I can just pull from this same... Should I pull from the same raw coal? And just put raw coal right here? Seems easy enough. Kind of weird to not do this over by the furnaces. Like, it feels like I should almost use this other belt. Yeah, I'd like to be slightly more consistent where I can be in this playthrough. Doesn't really cost me anything to do it over here. So this belt will be the belt that has... And I can even do something like this. This will be the belt that has smelting ore rather than mining. Or smelting fuel rather than mining fuel. And then we can do this. And then that can go underground and just keep going. And then we can load up the copper right here. Like so. Alright, sweet. Now I just need about 10 billion belts. Or how about 100 and something? Maybe that's enough. I gotta say, as much as I do feel like they're a bit more powerful than I feel is totally fair, the construction drones are very fun to watch. And it is fun to watch them wheel around and laser beam things into existence. So I am enjoying that. Okay, I think that's all working. The ash deposition is working. Deposing of ash. And then we've already mined out a surprising amount of iron. But I think we'll be okay. We have 1.8 million in the patch. It's just those edges go pretty fast. Hey, see you later, Snipe. or Snape, or however it is we pronounce that. Alright, now we need more mech inserters. Cool. Okay. Now this is an interesting dilemma. So I am of the opinion that removing squiggles where you can and just having one big corner is better. So that would lead us to going down over here and then over. But the problem with that is then we also have wasted space where we're not really gonna do much with it, you know, in between the iron and the copper. And so in this situation, I think I'll go with 2 squiggles is what I'm getting at. But I maybe should wait until we get over here to do the squiggle. Like so. And then we've got some extra copper we can get rid of. Do a pie no belt run. That sounds absolutely awful. Ooh, there's a new emote. I don't know what that is. It's a moon with an arm. There you go. That's the reward for the hype chest. Alright. What's happening? We forgot a belt. There we go. And we still need so many inserters. Alright, keep the small parts coming. Keep the small parts coming. Should I make a second one of these? I don't know if I have enough iron to run a second one of those. Uh-oh, I seem to have broken... Yep. Speaking of inserters. You need more inserting. This is where chutes will be very nice, combined with... when do I get those? What are they called? Sheds and the like. I don't get this until pYscience? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, never mind. We're gonna have to figure it out with regular chests for a while. That's gonna be a long time from now. Alright, well... in that case... Here, let me mine some more trees. We need some more area. Yeah, it's at the start of pYscience, but still, pYscience is quite a ways away. Because we need moss, and we need the little petri dishes, and we need Braux, and all sorts of other goodies that I'm forgetting. Probably 5 different metals. Alright, I think I'm gonna transition to just a standard, like, we have a belt, and then we maybe do a double layer of chests on either side. Like this. And then that gives me room for more over here, like that, and then that. Okay. Which does mean I want to turn these around. Turn the feet around. Like a disco in here. They're almost in sync. Nice. Alright. Well, we should have more small parts by now. Beautiful. More iron. At some point, okay, these last a while. They've only used 4 raw coal since I filled them up, so that's good. Iron ore and copper ore. Uh-oh. Oh, I know what's going on here. That's what's going on. And then we are not getting rid of ash properly. And up here. Put it on 2 sides of the belt because we can. And there's copper. Woohoo! Iron and copper automated. We basically beat the game. I mean, this is basically victory. Pyrrhic victory has been accomplished. Alright. Well, I guess we should turn our focus to what? Stone? Probably do stone next and then start working on like coke and steel and progressing science further. That sounds good to me. Oh gosh. I need more iron. Get rid of all this stuff. Did I play Galdoc's mod? I did play Galdoc's manufacturing a bit. I didn't get anywhere near beating it, but I played a few hours and got the gist of it. It's pretty cool. I feel sad for Galdoc that the things he really wants to do are things that aren't possible, which is a bummer in the Factorio engine, but that's also, you know, that's true of a lot of mods. It's just, I really like the fungible ingredients idea that he kind of has at the core. That just sadly doesn't quite work. And for those wondering, it's basically this idea where there are different materials you can make stuff out of. So you could have like a steel beam, you could have a copper beam, you could have a tungsten beam. Great. But those materials would have properties. So like an iron plate might have high tensile strength, and a steel plate would also have high tensile strength, but a copper plate wouldn't have high tensile strength. And then to make stuff, you might just need high tensile plates. So you could use any material that has the high tensile property, or tensile, I never know which way to say it. You could use any material that has that property, would be the idea of it, but the problem is Factorio doesn't really work in a way where that works. So it's kind of a sad reality that it could never quite work that way, where ingredients can be fungible, as it were. Alright, more inserter. I should probably automate inserters. Maybe I should work on that first. Automating inserters and belts. Because we already have the small parts. And they're both just adding plates to that. So, that seems pretty doable. And it seems pretty doable to automate these fully right now by just picking this up and bringing it over. Let's move this forward then, because our base is going to be out in that direction eventually. So we'll bring the iron forwards. I don't really know why. Well, I guess the ash has to come backwards, and the iron and ash are together right now. That's another. Oh, back to downside. Simon is gone, but when we were talking about this idea, he was kind of the one who mentioned the squiggles. The problem with it now is that they're connected. My old system, I could have had the iron go forwards and the ash go backwards. So that is a real difference. That's more than just convenience. Anyway, we'll bring the iron over there, and then we'll bring the copper over here. And now we've got iron and copper belts. Beautiful. I do need... This is where splitters are hard. Like... It feels like cheating to use wire this early, but I can wire up inserters and give them conditions and such. Which you normally couldn't do until you had rubber. Because green and red wire took rubber before. Do those even still exist as a research? No? It's all gone, man. Wow, Factorio 2.0 making pYanodon's easy. I don't even have to earn it. Because my idea is if we're fully compressed, start putting some iron in chests. So, like right here, for example, I can say, you know, condition if iron plate. So this is kind of like a priority. It's not quite a priority if we had a full half belt of iron, but we don't have a full half belt of iron. So this does turn it into a priority. So if that equals 4, then these are allowed to start running. And then we'll do the same thing for copper. So this is kind of a low priority rather than high priority. These need to be copper plate. And there we go. Literally unplayable, gotta play hard mode. Does hard mode change that? The wires? How many a second are we actually talking here? I have no idea what we're actually gonna get from this. Who's the restrictive one? Seems like wire's the most restrictive at 4 out of 15. So we actually can use a full 2 per second copper, I think, is what that means. And for now, this is the only thing we need copper for, but soon we will have many more things. And then we need iron to go... I don't know. That should be enough iron. Something like that. This is not working. What? Am I going insane? I swear I did this, and I copied it and pasted it across. Oh, it's that bug again! Oh, Rygarde's here. Maybe you can fix this. I remember this bug from my Angel Bob's Omni run. Something is really weird with this. Okay, so you've got an inserter setting, and it's correct. I shift right click. I'm still holding shift. I left click and drag, and now all the settings are gone. That's not the expected behavior. And I don't understand. It's like if you copy onto the one that you copied from in the click drag, it actually erases all of the conditions. So I can copy that. If I copy that to other ones, it works fine. If I click it and click drag those, that works fine. But if I right click and left click drag on the one that I copied from while I'm holding shift, it breaks. I'm wondering if I shift right click and then separately click shift, it still breaks. Okay. So, yeah, but that's a bug in base Factorio, Rygarde. Like that. Do you want me to make a bug report? Because I will, because I forgot about it. But this has been a bug for a long time now. And it's clearly a bug, like it shouldn't do that. So that's super weird. Anyway, I remember that happening in my Angel Bob's Omni when I was trying to make LTN like multi-loader, and I kept having issues, and it was because of that happening. Like I thought there were conditions on inserters, and there weren't, because I had, you know, just click copied, and then it breaks it. Super weird, and it breaks what you copied too. like when I go to shift left click again, it's not like it now will copy it. It actually like cleared out what I was copying from the memory. What's weird though, to continue the weirdness, is you can see when I hold shift and mouse over an inserter, it shows the green box around the one I was copying from. But if I do the thing where it breaks it, it still shows the green box. Like, hey, you're copying from this inserter. But it's like, but it's not the settings that I originally copied. It's super weird. Anyway, let's actually leave it fixed. But yeah, be warned, that is a bug that you might run into, if you didn't know. All right, so we've got small parts, beautiful. And now, we actually need a belt with small part. I know, Rygaard, that's what's crazy, is it's like, it's not that weird of a thing that I'm doing. Like, copying a setting to a bunch of inserters seems pretty normal. And it's really easy to reproduce. Like, surprisingly easy to reproduce. And of course, I'm guessing a lot of people aren't like me, and when they shift right-click, they start on the next one to copy it. But for whatever reason, it's just easiest for me to, like, right-click, left-click, and then zoop across. So that's how I've always done it. And that's why I've run into that bug. It is a weird one, though. I also am surprised it still exists. Okay, so belts, inserters. And I'm not worrying about fuel for the time being. Oh, there's a tree right there. For the time being, but I will need to. Will need to. But getting these two things automated is huge. Because, well, then I'll actually have enough. That should be a angled one though. You know, it's loosely possible. Hold on. Maybe I shouldn't blame base Factorio. Have I confirmed that this happens in unmodded Factorio? I have not. Maybe between episodes we'll do that. It's maybe this is actually a Bob's Adjustable Inserters mod. Maybe I'm blaming Factorio when it's the mod's fault. Yeah, this always makes 2 at a time, so that's actually kind of nice. Half will go to belts, half will go to inserters. They stack to 50. Stack to 100, right? So we'll do that for now. Okay, so we need more iron. We are consuming the full half belts, right? If all is going well, we shouldn't see any stoppage. Okay, yeah, we are getting the full thing. So now it's time for another. It's already time for a second belt of iron ore, which is crazy. Can we afford that? Not really. I'm gonna have to handcraft a lot more burners. What am I looking for? Oh, we're not doing stone anymore. Hold on, no, we need to do that first. We need stone mining. Stone mining is a little iffy because of the whole Kerogen thing. So you end up having to take a different strategy with it. I'm gonna go over here. Wait, what's happening? How are these two different pipe? Oh, haha. I thought that was a regular pipe. There we go. All right. That explains it. So I want to do that. And then this is a normal mining rate, which actually means it gets 2 items. So it's very fast. It's as fast as the raw coal. Let's see. How do we sort this out? Well, step 1 is ash. This squiggle's gonna have to move forwards. Ah! Super force build. Alright, we gotta fix that. Settings, controls. Factory search. Search factory for selected object is control shift left click. How about control shift right click? I don't think you ever do that, right? That's cool. I didn't realize factory search had like a search for this thing command. Okay, so anyway, this is ash. And then this is stone and Kerogen. And we're gonna... What are we gonna do about it? I mean, we're gonna have to pull off all of one. What am I doing? Where am I taking everything? Alright, let's take the ash up here. And then we'll join it with that ash belt. I need more stuff. Give me all the stuff. Alright, belts. Okay, we're not really making any inserters because I don't have any iron. I'm making it all the way there. That's fine. Yeah, all the iron's getting eaten by small parts. I can handcraft the inserters, that's not that bad. If I already have the small parts for it. Okay, and then this is the ash. Which we'll just join up there. Why is that an underground? Oh, I know why, but it doesn't need to go that far. I think it makes it look weirder. You just go there. Hey, Larkin, how's it going? You'll resume once you finish Space Age. How hard are you going on your Space Age run, Regard? Are you doing like legendary quality everything, or are you just trying to win, or something in between? Now that I think about it, these are half belts. So I probably should. So this will be a full-ish belt. If I just go straight across, it'll get in the way of the next line. So I gotta go at least 1 or 2 tiles forward. And then that's gonna be stone and Kerogen. Okay. And then we'll do some stone smelting down here, I guess. And we'll eventually mine this aluminum out of the way. There's not very much right there. What is this? There are holes. There are holes in the patch. You're just gonna beat it. Then you continue playing on your own time while streams will go back to Pi. Yeah, I just lost all... like, once I beat the game, it's hard for me to mega base. That's part of why I like things like pYanodon's, is that you have to mega base to actually make the progress to beat the game. It's not like a, oh, you beat it, and it's actually pretty easy to beat it, and then you can do whatever you want. I'm just not good at sandbox. I need someone to tell me what to do. People are just like, the world is your oyster. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll quit then. Alright. What's happening here? What did I do to copper? I did something bad. I think we fixed it though. Alright, so... Are we just copying this build? Does stone probably smelts at a different rate. Very different. So then... You know, I didn't double check copper, actually, on that note, but I do think it's the same. I do think it's the same. I can double check. That. I don't know what that button does. Copper plate. Input 15. I also don't know why those aren't green. Those used to be green. Like they would turn green, but now they're not. Don't know what that means. Anyway, yeah, that's the same number. For stone brick. Oops. Still, I'm not sure what that's really doing. Alright, stone brick, we've got that one. Input is 15 stone. We would need 24 furnaces to do a full. Larkin, you just came for the vibes? Well, the good news is pYanodon's has great vibes. So, that's fun. Vibes like this, because you don't have splitters. Good times. Alright, so I can just copy this same build, and I could use the Kerogen. Eventually I'm going to want to split the Kerogen off to do different things with it, but for now, seems reasonable to fuel with Kerogen, right? Since I've already got it, and I'm not doing anything else with it. So now I need 12 instead of 10 per, and I'm gonna space it out more again just to leave plenty of room. So I'll put this over here. We'll do all our aluminum mining right there. That's 20. Then we need another 4. This, and then is that 12? Yeah, so that'll be the second. I don't think I need this much stone smelting, but I guess we're doing it. Yeah, are you sure? No, I'm not. But it's what we're doing. Look, overbuilding is okay. There is definitely a limit where overbuilding is wasting your time in Pi, but you do need a lot of stuff too. So a lot of the time you end up thankful you built the amount you did, whatever it is. Okay, so then I guess we can pull off the Kerogen because we're gonna have a second belt at some point. How many do I need? I need 10 of these. Good God. To pull off Kerogen. Haha, I just did the thing again, and you can't undo it. I'm curious. Once I'm done with the stream, or maybe even between episodes, I'll try starting up an unmodded Factorio real quick and see if that bug still exists in unmodded Factorio, because I'm really curious. I'm curious if it's a Bob's Inserters issue or if it's a base Factorio issue. Anyway, we'll pull off the Kerogen, we'll pull off the Kerogen. So this will leave us with 2 half belts of stone, which is exactly what we want. So for now, we'll actually just recombine the Kerogen. The worst part is there's no guarantee that this pulls off all the Kerogen. Maybe if I add 2 more, it kind of guarantees it. But it technically doesn't guarantee it. Okay, so then we've got what we want. Though I do want them to be arranged the same way, which is me being a little OCD or whatever, but that's fine. No, I'm not actually OCD. That's a real disorder. I do not have it. All right. So something like this and this should get us what we need. We'll have more than enough Kerogen, so I will need overflow on Kerogen. Also, I haven't answered your question, Larkin, partially because it's a hard one and I'd have to think about it. What's my favorite thing about Factorio? I think it's and this is hard to quantify, but it's just the feeling you get from accomplishing things. It very much, for me, scratches the same itch as, like, an idle / incremental game when the numbers are going up. Because in Factorio, you're setting up these production lines, and then once you set them up, they run forever. You know, and it's like, oh, that just... Now I'm getting... you know, transport belts automatically, and that just feels really good because before it was a lot of work to get them, and now you have transport belts, and now you use those transport belts, but then you need the next thing, and then you need the next thing, and it kind of fulfills that same fun as like an incremental game when you're upgrading things and the numbers are going up and the rate at which you're getting everything is faster, and it's kind of exponential because having better stuff allows you to get more stuff, which gets better stuff, and you know, it just goes back and forth like that. We need to bring fuel into these guys to get them humming along. Isn't it like 25 inserters to empty belt? No, it's 20. So the inserter rate is shown right there on the thing. So 0.769. Well, that's the neat part, is we don't let the Kerogen back up. All right. We need to bring fuel in here. So... splitters at home look like this. And then the fuel... well, that one will go here. And this one go there. That should do it. We need a bunch of inserters, but that should do it. All right. Goodness, I think 2 is enough, right? How much do these all need? Well, we can't find out till they actually have the fuel in them. No, it's still not working. There we go. 0.333. Yeah, that's more than enough. 1 inserter would be enough. Okay, so now we've got that, which is what we want. Whoa. What? Why is it considering Ryguard? Why is it saying they're consuming Kerogen? Because they're not burning Kerogen as fuel. So why does it have... I think it's acting like they're burning Kerogen. No, even then, that's not the right number. That's not the amount they would burn. Because if they're only... oh, that's only showing 2 machines. Okay, no, that is probably the amount they would burn. But it's funny that it's considering them burning 2 different ingredients. And that one still only has 2 machines showing raw coal. Why is it not showing all 5? That's weird. Oh. Oh. Okay, Ryguard, I apologize. You're perfect. You're a golden child, and you've never done anything wrong in your life. That was totally my problem. They were burning. Wait, no. Maybe. Hold on. Pending. Golden child status pending. Maybe you're fine. But yeah, they were eating the Kerogen. So I do think it was a me problem. Alright, totally a me problem. Ryguard is absolved of any and all crimes committed, at least today. Everything's fine. Alright, so we've got that. And get all those working. Now, the best way to do this, to prevent me from having issues, would be to pull stone off separately, and that way we're never having potential Kerogen on this line. It uses twice as many inserters, but I think I actually want to do that. Sorry, Ryguard, you didn't do anything wrong. I was just an idiot. I had the burner inserters, or the burner drills, were taking... sorry, I have to use my brain for a second. They were taking Kerogen as fuel, and I thought they were wrongly thinking it was burning Kerogen, and it wasn't. So everything's fine now. Everything's fine, nothing is the matter. Alright, so we'll do that, and then I'll do it again, and that just means so much space and so many inserters, but that way we don't have to worry about wrongly filtered things. This is splitters at home. This is what it costs you, everybody. Just want you to know that. They're not cheap. Okay, but it's working, and everything seems to be doing properly. And then now what? Now we need to get rid of the ash, which is standard operating procedure. Standard asherating procedure. So filter off ash. Whoa, a little computer lag moment. If we're having UPS issues already, we're gonna be in trouble. I don't think we actually are, but that would be very bad indeed. Okay, so here's the question, aesthetics-wise. Is this better, or should I do this, and then, like, it goes into the middle? You know, like, which one is more, because this has a squiggle, which I don't like, but if it goes straight, then it's not an even gap. I guess this, then, is the best option. That's probably the best. No squiggle, I think, is better. Alright, so the ash is offloaded, and then the stone, similarly. It's the easiest way to filter this. That, maybe? I don't know. And now we have stone on a belt. Boom, baby. And we'll take that over here. I need more belts. Maybe like down there. Your PC and Raspberry Pi disconnected from the internet at the same time. Well, it sounds like something went wrong with your internet then. that definitely, that is very sus. How many bricks did this make? Wow, that's a lot of bricks. We're not going to need that many bricks for a long time. I can tell you that. The other problem is Kerogen is going to back up. So, how do we... get rid of excess Kerogen? Excess Kerogen will get got by reading the belt and counting, and if it has beyond a certain number, then we can take some Kerogen off, because whole belt readers are dope fresh. How many tiles is this? 54. Ryguard, I'm so scared to use tape line now because I feel like it's just gonna crash my game. You've got me living in fear over here. It's only done the one crash, but at this point, I don't know if I can trust it. My whole confidence in the system is shot. All right, so full belt read. Beautiful. I don't know what it's reading, but this will tell us. 252. Okay. So if we have, how is stone? Oh, it's never mind. That's supposed to happen. So if we're greater than, let's say 240. I did it again. Also, I might want to turn this off. How do you do that? Settings, interface, show all items in selection lists, but that's not checked. So why is it showing me all items in? Is a filter list different than a selection list? Because that's not actually checked. Hmm. Does it just always show everything when you do filters? It might. All right, copy, paste starting on that inserter. Okay, so now we've got Kerogen out the wazoo over here. And it actually needs to be a full belts potential. That's only 7. I need 3 more. And those need to be Kerogen filtered. I feel like there's a better way to do this, but I don't really know what it is. Symmetry is mildly necessary. No, symmetry is overrated. All right, finally we've got our dump zone for Kerogen available. I don't really know what to do other than just over here, I guess. Yeah, the construction drones are cool. They're a little more powerful than nanobots. In two different ways, they're more powerful than nanobots. So I don't love that, because nanobots already were on the edge of, like, they feel a little too good for me, but it's okay. And now their construction drones are like, oh my god, these are just even better. Because nanobots required you to automate the nanobot ammo, which had a cost to it. It was a pretty insignificant cost after the early game, but it was something. And now that's kind of just 100% gone. And I need to limit this for now. I have actually too many small parts, believe it or not. And then the nanobots also didn't have anywhere near as much of a range, and they weren't as fast. You could upgrade both of those things, which was kind of nice, but... Oh, I just spent my copper. Or, my iron. Need iron plates. Alright, we're an hour and 3 minutes into episode 3 already. Feels like we've got nothing done, but we've gotten some things done. We've automated iron. Well, we did that in the last episode. We automated copper and stone in this one. So that's nice. Another thing I forgot to put on my list of things that I want to implement in this playthrough, and I still am figuring out when to do this, but start using the checklist, task list here, you know, of like automate, automation. Okay, we're gonna go lowercase always. That's just how I'm gonna do it. It's just easier that way. My capitalization, I can never seem to do the same thing. Sometimes I'll capitalize each word, sometimes I'll capitalize the first word. I think if I just never capitalize anything, unless it's an acronym, we'll be okay. Anyway, automate, automation, science. You know, I want to use task list more. The problem is the early game is a bit more linear. I mean, there's still multiple things I could be doing right now, but it feels like once you get a little further in the game, there's a lot more bigger projects to work on. You know, the projects that I'm working on now are like short 15-minute type things, and it feels a bit easier to hold them all in my brain space. That being said, I do actually want to utilize task list well in this playthrough. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to make wooden chests. I refuse. I will steal the iron we need. Though I don't have very much of it. Full belt of iron. This pitiful drizzle of iron is all we're getting. Ugh. Okay, there's enough. Alright, so now we can save up all the stone brick. And that stacks to 1,000, which is crazy. So literally all the stone brick. I don't think it used to stack to 1,000. That feels new. Because it's used as an ingredient in a lot of things is a reason to not let it stack to 1,000. But then the fact that it's used as floor pavement is a reason to let it stack to 1,000. So there's kind of competing things there. Someone said wires are not right, and they would be correct. Yes, thank you. Nidalactia. And now we are making stone brick. We are filtering out the ash. I meant to hit Control C, not X, but it's fine. Okay. Well, things are happening. That feels like a good place to end episode 3 of pYanodon's season 3. Having a good time. This is fun. I've missed this. I love me some pYanodon's. It really, I don't know. There's something about it. It's painful. We still are a long ways away from splitters, but it's fun. It's fun. And I like that you need, more than a full belt of iron in the early game. I think we'll probably put that on our task list even, is +1 belt of iron. We need to start paving the world. That's another thing I want to do more. No, I capitalized. Pave the world. What else do we need to do? Chop some more trees? Sure. Chop trees. At some point we'll have to work on coke and steel. But that's not gonna go at the top. Alright. Sweet. So we've got a little bit of a list going for ourselves for the future. And we'll call that an episode. So for those of you watching from future YouTube, as always, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next episode.